Hello, everyone. My name is Wally, and welcome to the first ever Squadcast, the official podcast of ASquad TV. On the Squadcast, you can expect to hear myself and the rest of ASquad talking about a specific subject in and around the world of video games. And for our first show tonight, we have quite the topic. We're just a few days away from the console release of Elder Scrolls Online, Tamriel Unlimited, and we're all very excited about this game and the potential it brings. Elder Scrolls Online has advertised itself as having unlimited adventures, but before you can go down that road, you must choose where to start. With 1 week to go, the big issue here at ASquad is what faction should we play as? Joining me to discuss this topic tonight will be Cudla, Patty, Cliffy, Chi, Dost, and myself. Three factions, we need to mention that in Elder Scrolls Online, there's actually 9 races. 10 if you pay the extra $20 and got the Imperial Edition. Now, unless you pre-order the game like we all have, you're going to be stuck playing as the designated faction for the race. What do I mean by that? If you don't pre-order and you want to play as the Khajiit, that means you're stuck playing in one of the Aldemary Dominion. So guys, the big question we need to explore tonight is what faction are we going to play? And the 3 factions that you can choose between are the Daggerfall Covenant, the Aldemary Dominion, and the Ebonheart Pact. Patty, what can you tell us about the Daggerfall Covenant?
The Daggerfall Covenant is led by High King Emmerich and unites the Northwest Territories. They're comprised of the Breton, the Red Guard, and the Orsimmers, or the Orcs.
All right. Patty, thank you, Patty. Cudla, the Aldemary Dominion. What can you say about them?
The Aldemary Dominion is led by Queen Arryn, and it's formed to take control and restore Elven rule to Tamriel.
Ah, all right, okay. Altamers, Bosmers, and Khajiit in the Aldemary Dominion. Got it. Now, in the Ebonheart Pact, in the Ebonheart Pact, that's led by High King Joran. It's comprised of the Nords, the Dark Elves, and the Argonians. They control the northeastern part of Tamriel. Speaking of Skyrim, that includes the northeast part. And because they saved Tamriel during an event known as the Second Akaviri Invasion, the Ebonheart Pact believes it has earned the right to rule the continent. Now, we were talking a little bit before the podcast about which group we wanted to be, and at this point, Daggerfall Covenant has kind of fallen by the wayside. But that kind of leaves Aldemary Dominion and Ebonheart Pact for us. Now, I'm going to make the case for the Ebonheart Pact because most of us played Skyrim. That was the most recent game, and since we played as Nords in that game, or at least I did, we would have that home territory for the Nords. We'd be familiar with the maps. Anyone else have a thought on that? Cliff, any thoughts on the Ebonheart Pact and the Nords?
I'm a fan of humans, seeing as I'm a human, and we are all human, I hope. And I was looking to stick with those guys, I think, as far as a traditional thing. But I also a big fan of the Khajiit. I know my man Dost is as well, and I might go with them as well. I don't know, man. I'm not quite sure.
Talking about what races we want to be, I guess, too. That's important. That's going to play into things. Some of us might want to be loyal. I'm going to be a human character. Like I said, I'm going to be the Nord. Chi, what race are you going to be, man? You're going to be a human, right?
To be honest, as much as I want to say I can give a lot of background behind this whole game, I mean, I'm not as familiar as I'd like to be. I'm trying to educate myself on the way to finding out more about it. But from what little bit of research I was able to come up with, and of course my own loyalty, I guess, to my people, I'm definitely going to be a human if I can. But the Nords, they're just so badass, man. The more and more I read on and on about them. So that's probably going to be the race I would definitely choose out of any of the other ones. But again, I'm still reading, so I'm kind of an open merchant of death, if you will. So I would love to hear some other points, from everybody else about different races and what they have to say. Because I would probably have to say out of everybody right now at this moment, it seems like everybody's educated about it. I love that. It makes me feel much more comfortable getting involved in this game, considering I know zero about it. So I'm pretty stoked for that, man.
There's a lot of backlore there. Patty, I don't know how many RPGs you've played before. What kind of character are you, man? Or do you see yourself as kind of the stealthy, sneaking around guy, a big badass, kicking butt, a magic guy? What kind of character do you think you'll play as?
Probably gonna go with the dark elf.
Why the dark
Guessing.
elf? That's pretty certain.
Sounded
Just,
evil when he said it.
Yeah, I know.
just felt like the thing to do, man. Felt like the thing to do. That's what I'm going with.
Wow. All
Should
right.
have been
All right.
appropriate.
Now,
Gut
Cubba,
choice.
you got the Imperial edition. Are you going to be an Imperial, kind of the secret 10th race for those who paid $80 for the game instead of us, like who paid 60?
I am definitely going to be the Imperial, and that's the reason why. I was going to be a Breton, but since they're making that exclusive just to that version of the game, and I'm getting it, I'm doing that. Plus,
What special
they've-
other than being an Imperial? What other perks do you get for the Imperial edition?
I think you get upgraded armor. You get a white horse, the white Imperial horse, if only if you pick the Imperial, I think. And you also get a special mud crab pit, which is going to be pretty awesome.
Crab.
Mud crab pat. Wow. Do we get houses in this? I bet we do at some point if we can't already. In Skyrim, they let you have.
I'm going to eat your pet someday.
I like crab
I'm
legs.
under the impression that
He's
your
gonna be
world is going to be your
delicious.
world. Maybe people come in there and do your games and your quests, kind of
Like in a Dark Souls kind of way, like for 5 minutes we can hook up and then it stops working, or
That
Now,
sounded horrible.
does that crab
I
only
mean,
work on the
really
beach? Do you have
horrible.
to be specifically near the ocean for your crab pet to attack? Or does he follow you anywhere?
I am not sure how that works.
Just
I
kidding.
don't know.
Nobody knows.
Wait a second.
I
You have
don't
more
know
than
if
one
he
You
crab?
guys get
attacks.
pets that follow you?
I think he'd be more of like a pack animal, if that makes any sense. I'm not. That's
Pack
just my
crab.
personal
So
opinion.
that so
Yeah,
you get-
usually you just don't get one
yeah,
crab.
usually
when
it's
you get
crabs, not crab.
bunch of
You
them.
know, you don't have to have crab. It's not
That's just my
crabs.
personal opinion. I'm not sure if that's going to be right or not.
Real quick, where's the Eldameri Dominion? We know the Ebonheart Pack's up in Skyrim. Where do the Eldameri Dominion live?
I am not sure, actually.
I'm going to tell you where they live. I'm going to guide you.
Ask yourself that, or answer your own question,
Cliff,
Cliff.
well, where do they live?
You're-
They live in
you're asking
the
where they're
Somerset
from?
Isles, elsewhere in Valenwood, which I don't know. That sounds pretty cool, Valenwood.
Sounds ritzy.
Sounds nice. I'd like to live there.
The wood.
All I know
I wanna
is
live in the wood.
if you look at all the pictures from where the Altamari Dominion are, all the pictures look cool as crap from where they live.
Is
Kind
that
of looks
They're
shitty.
fighting.
Even
They're
Heart
fighting
kind
to
of
keep
looks
the
shitty.
evil out of Tamriel.
I'm not gonna
Just so
lie.
you know.
They are.
Ghost?
They
What's
They
up?
hate humans, though. That is a negative always in my book. But I'm a fan of fighting evil.
Well, yeah. The cat people, the high elves, who are the best magicians. So if you're gonna use magic, might as well, go with the
When
Dominion.
you say magician, I kind of feel like you're talking more like in a Vegas kind of way, and it's this
You're
is more
right,
like
not
magician.
magician. Not magician.
I'm not bringing Chris
Okay.
Angel with me out on
Okay.
the battlefield. You know what I'm saying, man?
Okay.
I don't think it's like a Penn and
Okay.
Teller act.
Sorcerers.
I don't think that's it.
A sorcerer.
Yeah,
Thank
there we
you.
go. There we go.
Right?
Yep.
Oh.
Sorry, not a magician. Hey.
Got some card tricks he's gonna lay on us when he's
Does
out
he have an
there.
assistant he can saw in half? Because that'd be
Hey,
pretty.
let me saw you in half. Hey.
He's gonna send a message to the enemy by sawing his own assistant in half. What's he willing to do
The
to everybody
Dominion are
else
the
at that
quickest.
point?
They're the quickest characters. They're good at they're good at magic. I just don't know. And archers. They're good. I love them. They're quick and swift, and they steal things from houses. I love doing that. The chests, everything.
Do
You like stealing things from houses? That's unsettling.
Oh,
Just,
man.
buddy.
That's Dose.
Watch
That's
out.
Dose. Don't let Dose come to your house.
I
He might
never
take
invited
something.
him over in college. I'm
The
just saying,
Khajiit are
man.
coming to Tamriel.
He's the Shermanator from American Pie.
That's not cool.
Well, it is what it is. So anyone else
Sent
gonna play
back
an
in
archer? I'm
time
more
to
of a-
steal your
I
stuff.
am.
Cliff, you're an archer guy?
Yeah, I'm looking to be the Red Guard because they're saying they got a Middle Eastern looking Red Guard. No, I'm not against a black Red Guard by any mean. I'm just I'm more of a Italian looking fellow myself, and I'd
An
like to-
olive skin gent.
olive skin. Yeah, so I'd like to be a Persian Red Guard maybe if that's possible. If not, I'm a Catman running around with a bow in the woods.
Well,
Me
makes
and you,
sense,
baby.
man. You get to see at night.
I love it.
Me and you.
Yeah, we're gonna be in the woods,
Are
cat
Imperials
people,
humans?
where the
Are
wild
they-
things are.
yes,
What's that?
The Imperials are humans. Okay.
Yeah.
heroes are humans.
They're good with wealth and trade and sweet talking people. So Hilda's gonna
Wait
have
a
bankroll.
second.
He's gonna be buying all the drinks here wherever we go.
He does get a money bonus, and he gets an XP bonus too, I think.
I
Now,
should have been
Cudla,
Imperial.
you seem pretty passionate that we should be the Aldemari Dominion. Why?
I think for a long time, me and my brother-in-law Zero have wanted to just play it, and that's all he really has talked about for a long time is them. And I've looked at the other people, and not to put you down, Patty, and your dark elf ways and all them, but like that faction, the Ebonheart faction, that's the one that you guys were trying to pick, right? You guys.
Well, that's the one we're arguing for. We haven't picked one yet, but yeah, that's the one we were just.
It seems to be
sake of
one of the more popular.
Oh no
faction-
way! Really?
That
Is that
faction
right?
there
That's awesome.
isn't I wouldn't say a true faction. That's made up of 3 different enemies. The
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, but
so he's busting
United
out loyalty.
we stand.
Keeping his loyalty
wait,
to his
Dominion-
brother-in-law. Keep a happy household. And you can't blame.
I
him
don't
for
think
that.
we're all on the same page about ASquad. This isn't about friendship either.
Wait,
this is
you
about
lost
kicking
me.
ass
Cudla.
and being old.
Cudla. Zero's your
No,
brother-in-law?
see, exactly.
That's relevant
The
thing.
Dominion has been the minority and held down all these years, all these games, and now it's their time. They're taking back Tamriel. They're taking the evil out
It's
of
time
it.
to
I'm
rise
just
up.
saying.
Oh.
this is the
I
true.
love
This
it.
is
I love it.
Did you
This
just
is
watch
the real
Selma?
reason I think we should do it. This is beyond everything we've talked about. I think the Ultimate Dominion is going to be the least played of all the factions. I think
Well, that's important. I like that.
That's an idea.
I think that when we
like
we
it.
are going to make what is this called, a guild called ASquad when we get into this game. We're not going to be in the Fighters Guild, the Thieves Guild, any of those guilds. Everybody here is going to be in the ASquad guild. Wally's going to have to create it, and we want that guild to be up there in the list. I think it's just going to be a little bit easier if we pick that faction to be up. You know what I mean? Like less
It worked for us in
people are
GT
going.
Online, keeping the crew small, kept us at the top of the ranks there. So
Yeah.
you could take that strategy.
Yeah, so that,
But listen, if we take them, they don't think humans are evolved enough to rule. So I mean, we humans are turning our back on humans. I mean, do you realize the message that sends? Are we bad people?
Maybe we're
It's like
humans
Uncle
working with the higher races to help themselves. You know, we're helping humans.
Like we know
because-
what's best.
Yeah.
People
yeah.
should start coming to us for the answers.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man.
I love it. I love it.
the short-lived humans shouldn't race.
We
shouldn't,
recognize the Nords
should
can't
not
be
rule.
trusted. So we're going to go to people that can hold power for a longer time, a higher class of society.
I'm fine with trusting elves. It's cats. I mean,
Well, they kind of do the dirty work, man. They're like the ninjas of the
I
Eldorado
told you
Dominion.
I love robbing houses.
Dude, I'm fucking
Yeah.
dying.
First off, Dose loves robbing houses, and for us, we can, the rest of us who don't necessarily like to take things from other people that they work for, we can go ahead and be archers. They're stealthy. They got a lot of,
I have
they
to
can see at
backflip
night.
you
They
on
got a
this
lot
one.
of pros.
Everybody, later on in the game, say 6 months down the road, we're all playing it now. People that buy this game that haven't pre-ordered, they're stuck being elf, Khajiit inside of Aldemary. If we're all humans, we are like the outcasts of the group. We are going to stick
Oh,
out
nice.
like
Yeah.
crazy.
we're like the NWO, man.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
and we're the ones that kind of knew better.
I'm Scott Hall. Oh, no, I'm
You know
Kevin
what I'm
Nash.
saying?
Fuck
Like,
that guy.
like people are going to be stuck playing a Khajiit, not saying stuck playing Khajiit. I mean, Patty's going to be a dark elf, you know what I mean? Like, inside the other, that's going to be cool just in itself.
You
I
want to
think
give
that's-
somebody the outsider's edge. I follow you 100%, man.
I have to ask
should get
now,
WWE
can you be a
2K14,
Nord
that's
and
probably
be
cheap.
that faction, though?
Yeah,
No, see, the
because
factions, Chi, are broke up
Really?
to three classes per faction, and if you don't pre-order, you have to be that. So if we take some outside guys, bring them in, we'll be the minority in that sense, and I think that's pretty cool.
We're going to end up with a herd of cats, is what he's saying. It's
That's
gonna be a
fine.
herd
At my water
of
park?
cats.
We'll call ourselves the Nine Lives.
Ah,
Sounds like a
look
bunch
at
of
that,
pussies to
look
me.
at that.
and yeah,
Oh, look at the ASquad pussies.
all elf broads are hot,
Oh,
and there's going to be a lot of pussy.
I don't know if I agree with that
Good night,
statement
guys.
because they're elves. Like, I don't find elves attractive. They're not human. Are you
Liv
gonna
Tyler,
use-
Liv
Either.
Tyler, Lord of the Rings. That's a hot elf.
So you guys are just a weird cross
That's
species
not even a
shit.
big Liv Tyler chick, but the elf thing brought it up to another level. It's like, yeah, all right,
Would,
she's not really
would
my
their
race.
ears come out halfway pointy if you had like a baby with one of those? Like,
Yes,
you know,
it's a
like
half elf.
halfway?
See, I
up?
prefer a
The
human
half
with those kind of ears because I like a girl with low self-esteem.
I'm not
Oh,
saying we're getting
yeah,
off
the
topic.
best
I'm just saying
kind.
we can have elf
I
babies
can
later
agree
on
with
down the
that.
road after we pick a class.
Yeah, that's true. There are different classes. There's different factions. There's different, what can we know? What do we know about the classes? The Templars, they heal. Can they heal other people, or is it just about healing yourself, Cudla?
Yeah, there's a bunch of traits that heal other people definitely, and you also get I'm not 100% sure, but you get followers also. Like you see a lot of these videos, you see all these people running around. They have like 6 or 5 or 3 little henchmen running next to them that are like pretty sure they're
Little henchman.
putting gear on and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
So you're saying we need some ASquad followers just run around and serve us health while we do battle?
No. I mean, you're like when we're standing there is going to be me and 5 of my NPC henchmen and Patty and 5 of his NPC henchmen. There's going to be a lot of us. Like we could be literally 50 of us. Just people
We
in
each
the
get our own
party right
A-Squad?
now.
A-Squad
Yeah,
versus
yeah.
sub
Fuck.
A-Squad?
I get what you're saying.
Do I have to manage that many people in my party? Oh, that's
I
a lot
saw
of work.
I
one
want a
of the
pack of
most
crabs
awesome.
as my henchman, just
saw-
a group of crab people.
Hey, Jameis. What?
Oh, crab leg jokes. That's all right, man. You went to Florida State, so you will.
I
That's
know.
okay. No, he knows, man. Shouting it out for the homies. But listen,
Oh
man.
yeah.
The subclasses are broke up real quick. We got 4 different guys. We got the Sorcerer, the Templar, the Dragon Knight, and the Nightblade. Sorcerer kind of explains itself. Templar is your cleric, your
He's a
healer.
really good magician.
Yeah, he's a good magician. Throws cards around. Dragon Knight is kind of your all-around warrior, and then the Nightblade being your assassin, creeper, your ninja.
Wow.
Khajiit.
So many
That's probably
decisions
what
to make
Ghost is going to
before you
want.
even get
Is
there.
the Nightblade.
You know I'm going to be a Khajiit ninja. You know this.
Yeah,
Hey, dude.
Nightblade Khajiit.
There's only
Kajinja?
one way to take things people work for and make them their own. Your own, rather.
Oh, he knows.
We need
He
all
knows
these people.
just how to
We
do
need
that.
everybody. We really do. And what are you
All
doing,
of us
Cliffy?
together.
Flippy's going to be a red guard.
I'm going to be Red Guard if they have the
So
more.
you're a warrior.
They're saying they got a Middle Eastern Persian-looking Red Guard. I'm going to be that guy. If they don't have it, then I'm going to be the Khajiit.
Which class, though? I mean, which
That's a good question. I want to take a little bit better look at the Dragon Knight, but if not Dragon Knight, then I might be the Nightblade. I like doing the bow and arrow thing, so I might hang out on the sidelines a little bit, creeping.
while you're going warrior, basically warrior.
Yeah, I like to
Nord
play as
warrior.
the proverbial tank, so I'll be a Nordic Templar, wasting all of my magic, healing myself, so I can continue to fight as a Nord.
All right.
Listen, you guys are going to have to sacrifice yourself for me, is what I'm getting at.
All right, we got you.
I
man.
need to be there at the end.
Gee,
I definitely won't
We need
run
it.
away
I'll
as the
do
last
it!
man alive.
gee, we need an orc.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We do need an orc,
Orc.
G.
Is
You
that
could
what
be an
we're
orc.
We do need an
Wait.
orc.
Wait, I thought I was being
you're awesome
ignored.
you're awesome at making weapons.
Yeah?
Yeah, we
I mean,
are
I'm
gonna
also,
need.
well,
They're strong
Orcs-
and brave warriors with heavy armor and weapon.
sounds like, well, I can't even say
Dude,
that.
gee,
Um,
orcs
no.
look
No.
crazy.
Self-censor.
Look, the way I see it, an orc is what it needs to fill the last spot, so an orc is what we're gonna get. You guys got it.
Wow.
No, man.
No,
you're being-
no,
don't
no.
give in.
Hell
That's not
yeah,
fair.
hell
Be
yeah.
what you
No,
want
fuck
to be.
that.
No,
I am,
yeah, you be
no,
who you wanna be,
no,
man.
no.
No, that's
Say what
sad.
you want
I
to say,
feel like
G.
it's necessary.
Say what you
I-
want to say.
I
Is there
just
a
think you
dwarf
said you
race?
wanted to be a big warrior. You know what I mean, Chi? And no lie, like Nords and orcs are the best warriors in the game. Orcs probably are the best.
Orcs are the biggest.
They
Yeah,
go
orcs
crazy.
are scary.
Yeah, they go crazy, dude. If you just
Alright,
want to
so
be
then the
pure
way I
warrior,
see it-
orcs.
And that's where I'm shooting for.
And you're kind of a monster
I mean,
on the
that's what I
inside,
want.
man.
That's the truth.
I am. You know I am.
You see my true colors.
And Patty,
And
you're
if they
just
have a
going
dwarf
dark
orc?
elf mage. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
And what is Zero, who's not here? We're speaking for Zero. What is he going to be, Cully? Do you know?
Yeah, he will be a high elf mage. He will be like the pure mage.
All right. Well, I
Dominion?
think it's time to vote on what faction the ASquad is going to join in Elder Scrolls Online? Tamriel Unlimited.
Let's do it.
Now again, the middle faction there, the Dragonfall Covenant, we're not going to probably be. So it's down to the Eldermere Dominion or Ebony Heart. Do you want to keep your alliance to the human race, or do you think you know what's best for the human race?
Yeah, or do you want to be the top of the human race
Yeah.
when you're with the non-humans who win? Convincing argument. I am arrogant, and that sounds arrogant.
All right, so we need some votes here.
Yeah.
Going down the list. Dose, my man, what's your vote?
I'm Dominion all the way. I know
All right.
where Tamriel should be.
1 for Dominion.
Next on the list is Killa. We know where his vote lies, but just for the sake of airtime.
For the record.
I repeat those
For the
answer.
record.
It's beautiful.
Eldermere
All right.
Dominion.
And you also get Zero's vote and abstention. Who would Zero vote for?
It's Dominion.
So 3-0 for the Dominion. That is,
Eldermere Dominion.
my God. All right, Patty.
Well, I will say Dominion. Fuck it.
My God.
Wow.
That's it.
There's a landslide. It's a landslide today. Chi, what are you going for?
You know what? After the sincere discussion that we just had a few moments ago pertaining to the knowing what's best, and I feel that's sometimes a necessary decision that needs to make. I mean, even if you know that they'll fight you over it to death, at the end of the day, I feel like we'll know what's best, so I'm agreeing with everybody else.
Wow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It just
All
makes
right.
sense.
So
Plus
that's-
the underdog,
that's now
the
5.
underdog thing, like kind of, I don't know.
No, I'm with you, man.
I like
I'm
it.
glad you took a lighthearted comment about arrogance so deeply. That's
Yep.
what I'm moved about. Thank you, man. That means a lot.
Wally, for you, who are you going with, him, man?
I came into this with my heart on Ebonheart, but I'm probably more arrogant than she, so I like the Eldermere Dominion. What about you, Cliff? You're the final
Exactly.
guy.
Well, this is all a
Exactly.
test to see who's loyal to the human race. I'm with Ebonheart Pack. You sons of bitches. I'll see you on the battlefield.
High King Cliffy. I got it.
I'm just letting all my humans know I would have gone with them, but my loyalty is ASquad. Obviously going with Eldermere Dominion. We'll see you in hell.
See you in hell.
Dominion!
You just sold out
Awesome.
Wow.
It's
I wish I
official.
had Nirvana's man who sold
I'm sorry.
the world suit up. I feel like that's appropriate. Just kind of sold everyone down the line.
Did I mention they pay really, really well?
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
that's fair enough, man. That's fair enough. That's it for the show. It's the end of the first show.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us in ASquad tonight. Make sure you check us out at asquad.com. If you have any comments, we got to
ASquadTV.com.
8tv.com. See, that's why we got Wally here. He knows the technical
Fact
shit.
checker.
TV.com.
Check us out. We got a few topics up there if you want to comment on. You know, leave us a message. Let us know your feelings, and we'll see you online.
See you
Thanks
online,
for stopping by,
everybody.
you guys.